80% of cyclists getting hit don't do it pulling out of a junction. They do it pulling out of a driveway or their hotel or a cafe stop. That's not me saying it, that's one of you in the comments last time. 2 videos in, the comments taught me more than I taught you. 5 best plus 2 questions at the end. And the white bollard with the red band you've cycled past 100 times. I'll tell you why it matters before the end. Number 1, the gendarme rule. Last video I told you about the blue cycle sign with the white border was optional. A comment from one of you guys put me right. If a gendarme tells you to use the cycle path, use it. Doesn't matter what the sign says, he's not asking. The rule on paper and the rule on the road are 2 different things. France runs on discretion. Number 2, the one that stopped me. Every guide warns you about riding on the right. One viewer wrote in and reckoned 80% of all accidents like this involve cyclists pulling out of driveways, hotels, or that coffee stop, not thinking what you want to be doing. Can I verify that number? Nope. But if you've lived here long enough, you will have seen it on multiple occasions. The danger isn't the junction you are concentrating on, it's the driveway where you're not thinking. I did it myself in 2008. First ride out, not thinking, started riding down the wrong side of the road. No damage, got lucky, but I remember the moment when my brain caught up with my body. What are you doing? The fix is stupid simple. A piece of red tape, or always remember to look at your right hand. Do it when you're not tired and it becomes automatic. Number 3, a French road sign I didn't cover. Coupe de vent, cycliste, pied à terre. Gust of wind, cyclist walk. You might see the sign on exposed mountain passes or along the seafront. One viewer told me he nearly got thrown over the side of a cliff by a gust of wind because he ignored the sign. When you see that sign, take it seriously. Get off your bike. There's no shame in walking. Safety isn't just wind and law in France. It's about not running out of fuel. In France, that means the boulangerie rotation. Number 4, this one is going to save your weekend. Last video I said Sundays can catch you out, but a commenter reminded me of one thing I forgot to say. One bakery in a village will be shut, but there is always almost another bakery in the village that will be open. They alternate. That's how the French keep bread on the table 7 days a week. If the first boulangerie you come to is shut, walk around and explore. There's almost always another bakery open. The bread is always somewhere. And number 5, the one I love. Last video I told you about the tap in the graveyard, but I didn't tell you why. A viewer sent me the history. Napoleon I made it law. Every cemetery in France had to have a clean fresh water supply for his army on the march and for his horses. 200 years on, the taps are still there, not for the dead, but for the living passing through. But here is a question I should have answered. Is the water actually safe? Yes, by default. The French Public Health Code is very clear. Any tap available to the public is presumed to be drinkable unless there is a sign saying otherwise. If it's not safe, there is a legal obligation for a sign to be installed saying eau non potable. No sign, it's safe to drink. One caveat, it's worth remembering that in July and August, during the summer drought, these taps can be switched off. Don't ride into a village on your last mouthful banking on them working. 2 follow-ups before I finish. Flashing red light. I covered the November 2024 decree, but a viewer asked, what about a rear red flashing light on your backpack or on the back of your helmet? I read the decree. The mandatory red light has to be solid. Additional lights are allowed, including on your body, but they also must be solid red lights. Only directional indicators can flash in France. To be honest, the rule is a bit of a mess. It says at night or in bad weather, but doesn't explicitly mention clear daylight. Cycling clubs, traffic lawyers and MPs all interpret the decree differently. The law is genuinely ambiguous. My take, to be safe, stay solid all the time. Second, hi-viz jackets. Another commenter brought this up. These are mandatory outside of built up areas, past the agglomeration sign. You know, the signs in the red rectangle. Town centres, you don't need them. Cross into the countryside, you do need a high-vis jacket. The same applies in fog or heavy rain. The fine isn't the point, it's being seen by French drivers. Wear the jacket. 3 videos, 15 things, all from you. I'm calling it, unless you can tell me what this is. White bollard, red band, is called a J3. It marks an intersection. Everyone you've ridden past was warning you a junction was coming. Did you know that? Let me know in the comments. And if you've got something I haven't covered, that's your 4th video. Prove me wrong. Free PDF, 10 things every cyclist should know when arriving in France, updated with these new information. It's free. Comments are open.